hear? You can hear? You good now? All right, cool. Dang. Damn thing get frustrating. Okay, we back. We back. We live. Yep. Let me see if we can get Cam. Go ahead, Cam, comment. Let's see. Right, Ty. Shh. Dang, cooking me. God dang. My apologies too, Cam. I know you done commented a few times. I just Wi-Fi in my crib, something. Why did I fake laugh at Steve Kerr? It wasn't funny. Hold up. Oh yeah. He commenting now? All right. There you go. There you go. He on there?
Yeah, he just comment on that.
Here we go. Shout out YBN Corday 2, North Carolina. Hey,
Yeah,
there you go.
what's going on?
Oh, shoot. Ain't nothing, bro. What you up to?
Man, grind mode, as you can tell by the hair.
I
I
already
ain't
know.
able to see. I can't see my barber with all this corona stuff going on,
You
man.
see this, huh?
Bruh, I tell you what, boy, it's a lot of folks look at boy. Man, how you
Hey,
living, man?
man, I can't complain, man. I've been seeing you grinding too, man. Told you that.
Man, working, man. Working. Ain't nothing else to do. And, a lot of folks talking about quarantine and chill. Man, I'm quarantining and grinding for sure, for sure.
Ain't
You know, I
nothing,
got
ain't nothing, ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
Ain't
So
nothing
much
wrong
to
with
do, so much to kind of validate still, you dig? And folks like us, with a chip on your shoulder, man, the chip just done turned into a family size real quick.
it. No, I know what that's like. You saw me this past year, you know what I mean? But that's the thing. That's what's so dope about competition. And you know what I
Yeah.
mean? We talked about it. You end up just competing against yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What
Real
all this been
talk.
like? What all this been like for you though? Like, you know, being home and this quarantine.
Honestly, man, it's been somewhat weird to a degree, because a lot of for me having a lot of time and then the uncertainty with the free agency situation. I'm in uncharted waters for the first time in my career. You know what I'm saying? Being around my kids is obviously the best thing about it. My son ain't seen me this much, and he don't know what's going on. He don't know whether to be excited or to be worried. You know what I
How old
mean?
you? How old your son?
Man, chosen four now.
Dang,
And you got Comitis, we got Kashmir, Caesar. So shoot, we rocking and rolling.
man, ain't nothing like it. That's a great way to put it, though. I ain't think about that. They don't know whether to be excited or to be worried.
Exactly. Especially for me, because my boy. I mean, like I don't. It's so much possibility right now for me. But the fact that this Corona situation has hit, and I'm not the person to blame or do any of that things, man. It's business. But at the same time, I think I have been affected in a lot of ways, and it's just misfortunate. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna let the ball play how it play, man, and go from there.
That's a joke, man. And you know, it's a lot of people out there rooting for you. I'm one of them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I know. You know, I told you I see the grind day in and day out on your grind, man. So just know that you got
yeah,
people
yeah,
coming for you and supporting you always.
yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
I
So look,
got you.
one of the dope things is obviously Quibi launching today, And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times, you know, people get to see you as, you know, the quarterback and all this other stuff, but they don't get to see you with sort of your producing hat on. So
Right.
tell the people about iron sharpens iron, which is a dope concept.
Man, listen, I for me, a lot of people see it in me, but they don't hear it from me. I'm a person that loves art, man. I love creating things. I love people, who has that type of drive, from creating music to creating poetry to reading to shows and things like that. So I created my production company, Iconic Saga, and we've partnered with Quibi to launch this Iron Sharpens Iron, and basically, it's where two different athletes come together and they make each other better. So I remember for years I would always kind of wonder, like, damn, like, what the hell is like a CP3? Like, what he go through on the off season? You know what I'm saying? Like, what he eat? Like, what's his little niches and edges that he may do, whether to prepare or to give him that added boost. The LeBrons of the world, the Venus Williams of the world, the Floyd Mayweathers, the Conor McGregors. And this show kind of will highlight two different sport talents. Doesn't matter what sport it is, and it meets head on, and you can kind of learn from each other. So a lot of times you may see that an athlete may have muscles, but he doesn't do any weights. And a lot of times you may see a track star have a lot of endurance, but doesn't necessarily run a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that you can implement into your regiment that gives you that added spoof to a degree.
Man, when I seen it, I thought, man, it's so dope because, you know, just like you getting ready for the season, most of the time
Mm-hmm.
right now you training with other football players. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
Probably not a football drill that you can do now that you haven't seen.
right.
But like seeing the episode, especially with you and Trey, you know,
Yeah.
not to give too much away, but your episode with you and Trey. What is your best? What could you bring to an NBA team? What's the best thing you think you could bring to an NBA team?
Oh, without I could give you 10 and 10. That's man, that's Mr. Buckets, man. You know what I'm
Easy
saying?
like that too, huh?
No, I'm just teasing. Look, I remember I remember having a conversation. First off, it's disrespectful, in my opinion, for another person to think that they can thrive in another sport, as if that's just like you saying you could give 100 yards or whatever. It's not as hard as it seems, and there's some players that out there that may be able to do it. I'm not one of them. You know what I'm saying? I think I could probably give you about 6 points, and I'll be the hustle guy. I'll be the modern day Draymond, Dennis Rodman. I'm gonna give you some effort, coach. I'm gonna leave it
Dennis
all out there
Rodman.
for you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think with Trey, man, it was just so dope just to see his work ethic and to see his approach to the game, and him being so young and knowing that he really has to take advantage of him in his small stature. That's what everybody were to think. But his skill set, man, is second to none with the way he shoots the basketball, and his ball skills as a whole. So being able to chop it up with him, man, just gave me even more insight and even respect to the guys who go out there day in and day out, man, and drop dimes, drop buckets, or whatever you may be doing.
Yeah, man. Because I played quarterback when I was in high school,
No.
but just seeing some of your warm up though, like I ain't want no problems.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
ain't
yeah, yeah.
want no problems. No
Yeah.
man. So look, let me see if any of these fans got a question or two or something like that. Then I'll let you. I know you getting back to the grind.
I got you. I got you.
Let me see what they done said. Dang. Somebody said, look at Basquiat.
I got a couple of them though, man. Like for real, like people really don't. Others that I love and respect, man. And we all are artists in our own right. Every day is a different canvas, and we just have to paint it out the way we want people and how we see fit. So, you know, for those who are watching and for people who does see is merit to, you know, my approach, because a lot of times, especially where I'm from College Park, Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes don't make it to where I am right now. And just because of your ethnicity, just because of, you know, the environment that you live in, that doesn't have to change, you know what I'm saying, your mentality. And I think that's the thing that I try to portray even the most. You know, being able to be when I first came into the league, it was a Caucasian dominated like position. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm seeing the Dax, the Deshaun's, the Lamars, the Russell
Yeah,
Wilsons, the, you know, Jameis Winston's, the, you know, everybody, the Kaepernicks, man. And there's just so much that you just got to tip your hat off to and just know that I'm not about to sit up here and take the credit for, you know, setting the way for a lot of dudes, because it was a lot of people way, way, way before me that set the trend, you know, the Michael Vicks, the Donovan McNabb, the Randall Cunninghams, and things like
Panther
that. So,
Cunningham, back to back,
yeah,
Warren Moon,
man, yeah,
Warren
and
Moon,
that's just
all
to
them.
name a few. And I know I'm gonna remember more, you know what I'm saying, after this call. But that's just to give you a highlight of where my mental is.
Yeah. Well, one of the questions, we'll just know this one's, what are you doing to like? I mean, I know we see it, but they say, what are you doing to like stay in shape and to stay strong during this time?
Man, honestly, man, I really have take this time to become stronger mentally, physically, and spiritually. I think that's more important than anything, man. I've gained this interest to meditating every morning, man. Just in this time for me where I'm a fish out of water. I've never not known anything other than the Carolina Panthers, and now it's like, you know, I want God to direct my path and put me in a position where I can thrive and be myself. But on top of that, just still, you know, becoming better. Physically, for me, you know, it's working out. Those are the things that you see me post. But emotionally and things like that, still making sure that I have a solid foundation. And, you know, with me being vegan, still going strong, you know, I have to put the
Straight
right
up.
ingredients on the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, straight up with
Matter
that
of
one.
fact, y'all need to send me some more of that Beyond Meat, though, real
They
talk.
need some. Hey, can't say no more.
Big
Say
pack, man. Send a big package, man.
say say no
Big
more.
pack.
Shout out
No
to that.
Corona holdups either, man. I need that yesterday, man.
All right, for sure, man.
Yes,
Well, look,
sir.
man, hey, bro, I cannot say thank you enough, man, for coming
Yes,
on here
sir.
talking about it, man. For real, for real.
Man,
And all
appreciate you,
y'all
Steve.
out there, go check out Iron Sharpens Iron. I'm gonna try to highlight Cam, see who I can train with next time, so I can be
Yes,
on the
sir.
show. For
You
sure,
know what
man.
it is, man. One love, man. Y'all be
All right,
safe, man.
bless, brother.
Yeah.
Peace. And big shout out to Cam, man, for taking the time. And big shout out to everybody. Big shout out to Megan Rapino, Mello, Steph, Cam. Really appreciate you guys taking the time to let everybody know about Quibi. So y'all make sure y'all go download Quibi, launch today. And at some point, either later today or tomorrow, I might have one more person for you guys. So that'll be cool.